Good evening, everyone. This is Rabbi Karen here for our Monday evening Ma'ariv service. I'm so glad you can join us. We are on simshalom.com, YouTube, and we are on Facebook. And if we're anywhere else, I don't know it, but I'm just so glad you could be here to join us this evening. So welcome to our Tuesday Ma'ariv service. And my name is Rabbi Karen. This is not my usual gig, but I'm here to help Rabbi Deborah, who was out ill this evening. And so welcome everybody. And if I say our Tuesday service, that's my error because that's my usual gig. But this is our Monday service. So welcome everybody. And for those of you who are just signing in and see me here instead of the wonderful Rabbi Deborah, that's okay. It's okay. We all help each other out when we can. All right. Oh, Rose, wherever you are, it's Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Malta, so it's
okay.
evening.
So we could be in Malta right now, and Reba's in Japan. So it's Tuesdays in other places in the world. So we are having our Monday/Tuesday Ma'ariv service. Okay, Reba says it's 9 a.m. there. Okay, there we go. Hey, Sephora. All right, let me just finish admitting everybody. Another moment or two, because I won't be able to start the service while everybody's getting signed in. Okay. Well, anyway, welcome to all. We have Andy on Restream. We have Ziona, Rosa, Joanna, Marvin, Jeff and Lynn. We have Sephora, who's trying to still get on. We have Marilyn, Reba. So welcome everybody to our Monday. See, I got it right. Monday Ma'ariv service. All right, let's go to share screen. Slideshow, and here we go. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. And now our call to praise. Come on. There we are, a call to praise. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Li'olam Va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praises due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praises due now and forever. I love this prayer because it reminds me of the miracles of Adonai. When I look out and I see a sunrise, the beauty of a sunrise and the beauty of a sunset, it just brings to life what Adonai did, separating light from dark and dark from light. And not just like a light switch on and off, but the beauty of seeing the colors coming and going. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher bivaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma potech sharim, uvitvuna mishaneh tim. Umachalif et hazmanim, umsader kochavim b'mishroteim barakia kirtzono. With wisdom you open gateways, with understanding you alter times, vary the seasons and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Creator of day and night, who rolls light away from darkness and darkness from light. You cause day to pass and bring about night, distinguishing between day and night. Source of all forces is your name. O living and ever-enduring God, reign over us forever and ever. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who brings on twilight. Borei yom v'layla golei or mipnei choshek, v'choshek mipnei or. U'ma'avir yom u'mevi layla, u'ma'avdil bein yom u'bein layla. Adonai tzevot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid, yemloch aleinu li'olam v'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv haravim. And now the prayer that makes a statement to our creed and our beliefs. Not a prayer that asks, but a prayer that states, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. V'ahavta, and you shall love. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently to your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you rise up, and when you lie down. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, and that you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy, holy unto your God. And speaking of miracles, as Miriam and the women went through the parting of the Red Sea, they sang this song in praise. Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ra tehilot, oseh feleh. Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praise are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. All right, let's take a little pause. Let's say hi to everybody. Let me check on the Restream chat. Okay, yes, it is 7:09 p.m. here in Florida on the East Coast. Okay, so welcome, Ellen Friedman. It's good to see you. Cherie Clammer, Sharon Jaffe. Sephora, I don't think you heard me say hello to you before because you were trying to connect your audio. Let's see who's on Restream. Ziona's on Restream again. Okay. We have Lisa, Rebecca, Ellen, and Andy. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to our Monday Ma'ariv service. Rabbi Deborah was a little under the weather, and she asked me if I could fill in. And you know, I always am glad to fill in for her, as she always helps me out. So welcome again, and I'm so happy to see you all. Let's go back to our share screen. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'achamidenu malkeinu l'chaim, ufrosh aleinu sukat shalomecha. Adonai, we ask you, guard us, take care of us, help us in this time of hate, guard the hostages, bless those who are being released, bless those who are still held in captivity. For you are a protecting and saving power, truly a sovereign power, gracious and compassionate are you, God, our going and our coming in life, in peace now and for all eternity. Spread us over your shelter of peace. We need that shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai haporesh sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Bless those who are caught in wars on both sides for the innocent victims. May they find a way to find peace and health in their lives. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who spread your shelter of peace over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Yitgadal v'yitgada shemei rabba b'yama divrach yute v'yamlich malhute b'chayechon uv'yo umechon uv'chayedecha beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'yimeru amen Yeshmei rabba mevorach Li'olam li'ol maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yibar v'yiroman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudusha b'richu le'elam b'chol b'chata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata damiram b'alma v'yimeru amen. Okay, let's go to our stop share for the moment. Check on Restream. Okay. This week's Torah portion is about Jacob. And the most interesting things that I read about Jacob. The man was an enigma. We revere Jacob as blessed, the favorite patriarch of all our patriarchs. His name was changed to Yisrael. In fact, we're referred to as B'nai Yisrael. So just think, our whole nation is named after him. His sons became the 12 tribes. His sons didn't wander away from the religion, but we're all followers of him and his family and the religion. But I wonder, when you have a hero, and if you analyze, and you find out they're not perfect, are they less of a hero in our eyes? Not for me to say, that's an individual choice. Let's start with, he tricked Esau with lentil soup. He tricked Esau out of his birthright. He tricked his father, Isaac. His father was going blind. He dressed like his brother. He put lamb's wool all over his chest to feel like his brother, and tricked his father into giving him Esau's blessing. Not exactly up front. He works for his uncle, where he was tricked and had to work an extra 7 years. He worked 7 years to get a wife, Rachel, but his uncle tricked him into marrying the older daughter, Leah, and the deal was to work 7 more years and he could marry Rachel. So he himself was tricked, but he was blessed. Everything he touched turned out to be wonderful. The crops, the animals he raised. So he was blessed. And then he decides, after dealing with his uncle's trickery for so many years, his uncle tried every which way to keep him to remain because his crops were good. The animals, everything was going well. Jacob took his family and left. And now he is coming to an area where Esau, his brother, whom he tricked twice, was coming. Now, if you remember when they last met, Esau threatened to kill him, and Jacob's mother rushed him off to her brother to hide. So here he comes with his wife, with his kids, with the servants, with the animals, and he sends scouts to hear that Esau's coming. And he divides his camp into 2 separate camps. So this way, if one is slaughtered, some remain. But he puts his wife and children in the front lines. Is that something honorable? Many question it. Why did he do that? Or maybe if Esau saw the women and children, he would have second thoughts about harming them. But Jacob put his wife and kids in the front. I'm reading. Rebecca, she wrote, he did that at Rebecca's beckoning, and God had already told Rebecca that the youngest would lead the eldest, so it was in God's plan for Jacob to trick his brother. Is it less wrong if we do something scandalous if it was ordered by God? Interesting thought. If God tells us to use trickery, is it? Anyone have a thought? Do we obey God if it involves trickery?
I respectfully disagree. I think God didn't mean for the trickery to happen, and Rebecca didn't trust that God would take care of making sure that God's prophecy came true, or God's prediction.
I don't have an answer, but wait a minute. Let me just say, I don't have an answer. Ziona, I think I'm getting feedback from yours. Okay. But let's just say that it is one of the values that we learn, the midot, not to use trickery, to be honest. But back then, it's hard to say. Did they all use trickery? Jacob is lauded as one of the favorite patriarchs. So was it done? It's done with Rebecca, but he was also old enough to make his own decisions. So, but if he's blessed, then maybe it was okay. It's hard to say. You know what? This goes back to, we don't really know the answer. We interpret. By the way, Rebecca says, Ziona, thank you. Sarah made the same mistake once of trying to force God's plan and not waiting on his time. Interesting. But we can look at the trickery that we all did, that they all did. For example, Abraham meets up with the enemy and says, oh, Sarah, she's my sister. You can have her. So we don't quite have all the right. We don't have all the quite, the upfront, the interesting points, what were made then. But how should we handle that today? That's what I find fascinating. Okay, so the bottom line, Esau saw him, they hugged, they kissed, they made up, they became good friends, they exchanged gifts, and together they buried Isaac as brothers. So maybe that prophecy was being fulfilled, and they were together, and would not have happened if the trickery hadn't occurred. I wish I had an answer. It is as interpretive as it has been for all time. But just saying, it's interesting too to see that Jacob didn't always do the straight and narrow. None of them did. They all did things not what we would consider today in our values, but their values, what's their values, and what brought us to this point now. And what do we learn from that? It's a very interesting analysis of Jacob. I'd like to do more research on him and see what he has, what he's become, and how did he get to that point. It's most interesting. Okay. Rebecca says family always forgives. It's an interesting point too. Although it didn't happen with Adam and Eve. But yeah, we'd like to look at family forgives. That's an interesting value also. I like that. Okay, and I'm going to say hello to Barbara, who just signed on. Okay, let's go back to Now let's take a few moments to listen to the prayers in our hearts and in our minds. Oh, say shalom bimrumav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, imru, amen. May the one who causes peace to reign in the high heaven, let peace descend on us in all Israel, and all together let us say, amen. By the way, if you do turn on at this time tomorrow night, I have a different interpretation of editing in the Torah. Okay, it's related to this Torah portion. And now prayer for healing. So I am going to stop share as you put in the names of those who need our healing prayers. And I just have to say, first on my list is my cat Boomer, who's going to be having surgery either tonight or tomorrow morning. So Sid and Joyce, Boomer, Luna, Sammy, Rob and Lisa's daughter, Ronnie, Seal's daughter, Rabbi Allison's daughter, Chana Bat Leola, Miriam Bat Shulamit, Carrie, daughter of Bonnie, Leslie, Mindaleya Bat Chaya, Maxine, Marcia, Marlene Bat Sylvia, Bobby, Stu, George, David, Cantor Ovadia, Rabbi Fratello, Samantha, Paul, Joel, Shana Bat Shlava, Judy and Steve, Samir, and Naomi. And let's see, Brian Mullins and Quentin King. Let me go to our chat. Let me enlarge it so I can read it. Okay. Risadia and his family, for Cheryl, Lily, Robert, and Aunt Violet, for the members of the Jewish Cultural and Holocaust Remembrance Group, for all Sim Shalomers in need of healing, for the IDF, for Alma Avraham, and for the hostages still in captivity, all Israelis, IDF hostages, Olivia, Eva, Anastasia, Lynn, Tucson, Jim, Rabbi Shush, Granny Franny, Ellen Friedman, Libby and Lila, Joanna Bat Charlene, Chava Bat Elsa, Pearl Bat Ethel, Cindy Bat Gloria, who's having surgery soon, prayers for Sharon's mom, who's in the hospital, hopefully coming home tomorrow, for all the kiddies to get along. I know that one. Deb, Grace, Jake, Joanna, and Dave, the Brown family. Granny Franny, and we can't still forget the Ukrainians, Susan Fitch, Diana Fishman, Cherie Clammer, Ellen Friedman, Rabbi Deborah, Granny Franny, Christina Laurice, Carrie, Eric, Gabe, Doug, my mom's friend Barbara, all hostages, Eretz Yisrael, the Palestinian students, and all injured because of countless hatred, Daniel, Stephen, Roy, okay, and that's it. Okay, and Israel. All right. Except it went ahead. Mishe Beirach Avotenu Mehol Habraha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu Mechol Habraha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kimishpachot hadama, shelo sam helkenu kahem, v'goralenu kichol hamanam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ne'eman haya Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shmo echad. Marvin, why don't you unmute yourself and give us the names of your people in the Mishabera?
Going on, Elson Rispoldo, my brother, myself, and I guess.
Okay, thank you. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of his kingdom. Yikdal v'yikdash shemei rabbah, b'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malhutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, b'agalav zman kariv yimru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach v'olam al mei amaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit ba'ar v'yiroman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudusha b'richu le'en lam min kol bechata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata tamiram v'yalma v'yiru amen yehesh lama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yiru amen oseh shalom b'rumav huya aseh shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. And may all those who are in mourning be comforted by those who comfort all, by the one who comforts all. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Sephora, I'm wondering if you ever received the text message I sent you about a week ago. Hope everybody stays warm and healthy. We're even having a cold wave here in Florida. It's going to be a high of 75 tomorrow. For us, that's pretty cool. But stay warm, be healthy. We're here 6 days a week, and we're here. Love seeing you all. And just, again, be happy, be healthy, and everyone be safe.